already starting out swinging. I don't know how you could dislike this fucking show because they, gender swapped a fucking character that has been portrayed the exact same for fucking decades. And on top of that, a character that's only in one fucking episode. One episode ruined a whole show for you because of somebody who's not even a main character. If it was like Batman, okay. Or somebody else, okay. What the fuck is wrong with some of you guys? Welcome back, guys, to another review. Mr. Chocolate Reviews here. Talking about Batman the Caped Crusader. I'm just kind of, confused. Especially in a month where, we've gotten a lot of, awful things. Like Harold and the Purple Crayon came out. It Ends With Us is okay. Trap kind of disappointed me. And, I'm sure there's many more. I probably talked about them on here. Just stuff that's just been kind of either mid to awful, okay, that's came out. And we finally get a show that is, from J.J. Abrams. Apparently he's hated now. If you go on Twitter, I was like, when the fuck do we hate this guy? And the Star Wars fans at the time, they're like, Dad, we've been hating him. And I was like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Grown men, by the way. And then, it's coming from Matt Reeves. Man made the new Planet of the Apes trilogy with Caesar. He didn't do the new one, which it's good, by the way. But, he did the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. He's doing a sequel. And, I really enjoyed that movie, and I feel like most people do. Now, I know that we live in a day and age, speaking of Twitter, where, people will love a movie today. And before I say this quote real quick, I know that opinions do change over time. Like, for example, like me, I initially thought Long Legs was like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Now I'm kind of settling at like an 8. To me, it's still an 8. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but to me, I did drop it. Like, on my rankings a little bit, I was like, it's not as good as what I thought it was, because I watched it again. And I get opinions change, but, like, when I'm saying opinions changing, like, these people, like, I don't even know to say these people. I don't even know who it is. Like a small, vocal minority. They will love something one day, and then literally snap the fucking fingers. Like a month later, they're like, "Dude, we hate all this shit." Like Ryan Reynolds, he's very loved from what I know. Deadpool Wolverine came out. There's a very small vocal minority on Twitter, in particular, that actually really hated that movie for some fucking reason. I guess they can't have fun. And once again, I don't want to hate on them. You got your own opinions. I agree with you if you do, if you disliked it. I do think there are problems in that movie, so, more power to you. But my problem is this: it started going back into his portfolio, going, what fucking good movies has he had? Dude, what? Safe House Denzel? But I digress. Let me get on Batman, though. I just wanted to give you guys some of my, mental thinking going into this review, because, I've been seeing... I even was trying to figure out thumbnail ideas, so I started, looking up, reviews or whatever, and, almost every fucking one on YouTube, Jesus Christ, Grifter's a fucking miss. I'm scrolling. You should be shit. And, once again, they might have valid points. I didn't watch the review, so I don't want to judge nobody. But I swear, I promise you, at least 80% of the thumbnails was that fucking penguin picture. And I'm just like, what? And I didn't even know this was a problem until today. I've been watching the show for over the course of a week. I watched 2-3 episodes here and there, and tonight I finished 4 of them, the last 4. And I really enjoyed it. I was sitting over here man, this is a really great show. The fuck is going on with people? And I just don't get it. So, for example, first episode, they change Oswald Cobblepot into, I think it's Oswalda, and the penguin is a female in this show. And is that goofy? Yes, I agree. Not goofy enough where I'm gonna fucking give it a 0 out of 10, though, bro. Get over your fucking self. The writers decided to do that. Like I said, for some weird reason, it could have been the penguin. I don't give a shit. And that's my problem, though. Nobody should give a shit, mainly because it's not necessarily like they were trying to force anything, because it's not like the penguins in every episode. It was the first episode. And I kind of liked what they were doing, because, she was this kingpin, and she had these multiple sons, I won't say 3, had these 3 sons, and I was like, okay, I'm liking this, because this is like a new Gotham, a new Batman, character dynamics are different, like even like that, his Jim Gordon in this show is Barbara, pretty much. And I was liking that little take, because Jim is in the show, but he's more kind of like a background character. And yeah, he does a lot of shit, but not necessarily with Batman. And I'm just saying, that's what happens with new takes. You got to change up the formula, got to do stuff differently. Why are we fucking losing sleep over this shit? And now on to the show. Outside of great fucking performances, great animation style, beautifully just, it was fucking chef's kiss, okay? My favorite episode of the whole season was episode 8. Now, episode 8 is an episode where Batman goes to this carnival supporting Harvey Dent, and this little girl named Talia can like suck people's souls or some shit, and like she gets like really strong or something like that. And basically her brother Anton's like, you gotta quit doing this, whatever. And just there's like a whole scene where she stopped, whatever, and this little boy just like looks, and he's like, because like the sunlight when it comes up, it like hurts her or something like that. She's not a vampire, by the way. It's just something with her DNA, something. And it's this powerful scene that like I was like, dude, am I about to fucking tear up? Once again, the other people didn't watch this shit. They're like, oh, like they got to episode 8. We're like, is Renee Montoya gay? Like, bro, I don't give a fuck. It's a Batman show. I'm focused on Batman, okay? And the Batman shit's good. The little boy looks and he's like, Batman. He's like, don't save her. She's a monster. And he goes up here and cloaks this little girl, even though she hurt people. And he carries her to safety. And I was like, dude, that's my fucking Batman, bro. That's my fucking Batman. I was really liking the, 1940s-esque, like, they're using Tommy guns, they're doing this and that. And, like, Batman's, like, leaping bounds, like, jumping over buildings. Like, dude, I was like, oh, my God. Like, for example, like, Clayface. They don't do new Clayface. They do old school Clayface. And I just was sitting over here thinking, like, just so many episodes of this show. I was like, man, edge of my seat. And ironically, I think the weakest episode is the first episode. And I think that's so funny because it's almost like people just fully watched that episode and was like, let me judge this whole fucking show based on this one episode. And it wasn't even over performances. It wasn't over, action scenes, the art direction, the script. None of that. It's because they good God, if they did that. They kind of did that with Gordon. I've noticed that Gordon's been black now. And even like when I was watching that, like it kind of hit me at the end. I was like, damn, I bet there's people out there that give a fuck. I don't care, because it's not a Gordon show. Gordon's not the main fucking character. I don't care. Like I said, in this show, he's a background character, And like I like some of the stuff they do, like with Harvey Dent and some changes like that. Like, for example, one of my favorite character arcs is Harley Quinn, because she is still a psychiatrist, but when you see her storyline play out, you're like, or at least I was liking it, And I just don't even know really what I'm trying to say in this review, because I'm like, I myself think it's good. I'm sure I'm going to get hate, I'm sure there's going to be comments going, oh, HP shit. Okay, thank you. Fuck, like, I don't get comments like that. I don't understand. I said I liked it, you're just going to be like, oh, it's actually trash. Okay, good for you. I don't know, like, I guess I'm just trying to point out how we have gotten, I feel like, as a society, because if you're gonna literally be so, because once again, you can disagree. I believe in freedom of speech. For example, like I said, I was even like, oh, why they change, the Penguin? But the Penguin's not in every episode. The Penguin doesn't really even push the fucking plot. Now, if it would have been a big plot point, if they would have been literally going, oh yeah, I had a stupid, like if it would have been something dumb like that where they're trying to push men down, I get you. I fully get you, but it's not even like that. And, the director didn't fucking help it make any better. I think it was the director or one of the producers or something like that. Talk about how Batman didn't have a whole lot of women villains, which that's not really true, so he fucked himself into a corner doing that. But outside of stuff like that that's stupid, I'm just saying that would be like, if we got X-Men 97 Season 3 and it mainly focused on Jubilee, I could see people getting pissed. They'd be like, oh fuck, where all the male characters at? Like, dude, like, I don't get it. It's like, Like, even like Renee Montoya. Renee Montoya is a comic book character. I have seen her get hate in the show, and I'm like, bitch, that's accurate. And I just don't get it, you know? And like, maybe not look-wise, but still, though, it's still, I mean, it ain't like they changed nothing and stuff like that. And like, I just don't get it. Like, it's like we got into a point in place where we used to be like, hey, I didn't like this about it. Like, I didn't like the penguin change. I didn't like this, that. But, you know, as a story, it's probably good. You know, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever. Now it's like, oh, I didn't like this one thing, and, you know, that goes against my value. You know, fucking 0. 0? Hell, I don't think I've gained on a 0. I've got close. Harold got fucking close. But I'm just saying, it's just, I don't even really know at this point. I think I'm just going to let the video speak for itself. You know, like I said, my actual review of it. You know, this is just such a good show, and I just hate that it's kind of getting looked at for the wrong reasons. Like, so many people are, like you get on TikTok, you get on Twitter, you get on Instagram, and like, even like YouTube, you look up Batman Caped Crusader, there's like 1 or 2 positive reviews. Every other one's like, look what they've done. The woke mob. Dude, it's not. I've seen so much bullshit where they do try to do stuff that's goofy, or this ain't it. This ain't. You know, it's like what Blade said in Deadpool Wolverine. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. Okay? It's just, I don't get it. You're hitting a brick wall. I feel like there's things that we can actually give a fuck about, you know, and battle and fight against, and this is the hill they want to die on. A fucking animated Batman show. They're losing their shit. Like, that's what makes me mad. Like, we've got so many shitty movies coming out this month. You know, problems in Hollywood, problems in the real world, like outside of like movies and TV shows, and instead of them supporting or helping or doing any of that, they're mad at an animated Batman show. They got mad at a black girl a couple months ago in Acolyte because somebody uploaded a clip from a movie she fucking did in 2013, 14? Where she literally was talking about the plot of the book, and they were like, I knew she was fucking woke. She's literally talking about it. Right, dude, the old interview. They don't even do research. Like, please God. And I think I get so passionate about it because I used to be one of those motherfuckers. Like, I used to literally sit there and be like, bro, that's crap. And like, no, I started researching shit and going, oh, that's not true. Oh, I watched this guy's 10-minute video. Oh, I just Google searched for like 10 minutes and researched myself and found my own articles and facts, and found out he's actually bullshit about this. Okay. And I just feel like that's all it takes. It's just a few people just be like, oh, this is okay. The Penguin's not even in the show, but 1 episode. What the fuck are you bitching about? Like, I don't get it. But great villains, great storytelling, great animation. If you are a Batman fan, or hell, if you just want to make the masses and the ignorant people mad, go watch the show. But all jokes aside, though, if you really do have Prime, I really do think you would enjoy it, especially if you were like me and you were hating most of the shit that's coming out this month, and you're pretty much just looking forward to Alien in a couple days. Thank Jesus. And yeah, I think I'm going to give Batman a Caped... Oh my god, I keep wanting to say the Caped Crusader. Lord bless it. Batman the Caped Crusader. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This show's damn near perfection. Loved almost every minute of it. It was amazing. Go check it out now. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Please like and subscribe for more.
He's an itch that needs to get scratched.
The kings don't run this court anymore.